Welcome back to my channel. My name is Gia. So in this video, I'll be talking about dreams and more specifically dream types and their roles and their functions in our ascension journey, in our awakening process. So dreams can be a very powerful tool in our spiritual awakening process. I've experienced that the more I expand my awareness and raise in my vibration, a lot deeper and vivid experience I have of dreams where I can really use messages or guidance from the dreams as a way to gauge where I am at within my ascension journey, as well as what areas to focus on so that I can expand further and let go of any kind of old residue that no longer serves my journey. So the first dream type I want to talk about is what a lot of people call unconscious dreams. So this type of dream is usually dreams that gives us a guidance or points to a specific areas where we might have any unresolved or emotions or conflicts. So these dreams can be pretty crystal clear in terms of what it's trying to tell us when we wake up. And also sometimes these dreams can be very chaotic and very non-linear within our logical mind, where we just kind of feel lost and have no idea what just happened. By the way, for those of you who have some difficulties remembering their dreams, I will share some tips in terms of how to work on that near the end of the video. Again, going back to the unconscious dreams, these dreams really allows us to pay attention to any kind of blockages or unresolved emotions that are still stagnant somewhere within us that's way beyond our conscious awareness. The reason why dreams are so wonderful is that it gives us a direct contact into our unconscious functioning so that we can actually shine light in these areas. So what's very important for these dreams is to pay more attention to the emotional component in the dream, the emotion and the feelings that you get from the dream, rather than focusing too much or attaching too much on the physical aspect of the dream, like that people that were involved or the place or the storyline per se. So it's really paying attention to what's beneath the physical aspect of the dream itself. I used to have dreams of my past emotional trauma, and the people involved would often come into these dreams and point out what it is that might be unresolved within me. Because these people are no longer in my life as much as you used to, what I really realized is that, okay, it's not really those people that led to these kind of traumatic events, but it's more of what is within me. What are the emotions that are still getting triggered that is really reflected in these dreams? And this has really helped me to go beyond that victim consciousness or that powerlessness per se, and really look at what I can do. So I would look at the general plot of the dreams and they really pull out some of the main emotions and feelings or thoughts that I received from those dreams, and then try to connect that with any of the triggers that I have in my daily life, in my physical 3D reality. So for example, in that dream, I felt deep sadness from whatever that happened. And from this sadness, I also felt deep anger. So I would really look at any aspects in my life where I actually feel these emotions and look at the triggers and look at how it's affecting my relationship, my current relationship with people that I actually have connect with more often. So these are some ways that dreams can guide us in terms of where we can focus on so that we can really focus on relieving any leftover residue or conflicts or emotions that are still somewhere within us, within our energetic field, within our body. So Carl Jung spoke a lot about the archetypes, how everything, every people, places, or events are a reflection of our inner world. So if you see a house, for example, in your dream, it can be a reflection of your internal vessel, your inner home, your inner world. If you see a mother figure or a female or any kind of female figure, it can be a reflection of your feminine aspect of yourself. If you see a child in your dream, it can be a reflection of your inner child experiences, or even childhood experiences. If you see like a man figure, father, any kind of male figure, it can be a reflection of our masculine side. So it's really about looking at dream content and reflecting it within us rather than constantly projecting it into the outside world. So the next dream that I want to talk about is called prophetic dreams. So these dreams really transcend time and space. I mean, all dreams do on an astral plane. but it transcends times on the physical level as well. So these dreams, you might have prophetic dreams, and the similar event might happen soon after, a day after, a year after, or years after. You might even connect to certain people in your life that are very distant from you physically as well. Just as much how Carl Jung spoke about people in your dream representing an inner self, a part of you. It can also be a representation of someone that you know that you strongly connect with, or somehow it's connected for some unknown reason. And these dreams really contain some deep messages that if you are able to remember or be conscious of, it can really be a great form of inner guidance. I once had a dream of someone that I know, and I had a dream of her dressed in a white dress. It was like a wedding dress. And she looked a lot more youthful and young than her physical age, and she was smiling. I just got a really positive vibe from this dream. So I reached out to her and I told her about the dream, and she was somehow able to understand that dream, relating it to her current personal experience that she's been going through, and really dig some meaning from that dream. So in a way, that dream was able to guide her in her own spiritual journey, and also gave me a level of meaning in my own journey. So like I said, as you do your inner work and expand your awareness, clear out any of the unresolved emotions, energetic field within your being, and raise your consciousness by doing this, you can have a deeper connection or deeper level of dreams where you can receive a lot of important information, not on a just emotional and mental level, but on a spiritual and soul level. You might even receive information about your past life. So it might not be necessarily a dream about the entirety of your past life, but it might give you a general vibration or a general idea or a specific moment within your past life projected in a form of images through your dreams, where you can wake up and feel deeply connected in your heart. And this opens up a specific energetic field within you. It's really powerful because you just know it within. And these dreams will continue to unfold if we focus inwards, doing our inner work. You might even receive information about your soul gift or mission. You might even receive information about some abilities that you don't have right now, but that you have the potential to have. For example, clairvoyance. You might not be clairvoyant right now, but in the dream, you experience it as if it is true, because dreams are still, our sensory experiences are active. Dreams can really connect you to that potential that you hold within your soul that is not fully awake yet. And through that experience in that dream, you wake up and there's something within you that knows it's true. And these are very hard to explain with words because a lot of these experiences are very internal and felt within our cells, felt within our body and our heart. So dreams can really have us access to our unconscious on a physical and mental and emotional level, but really on a soul level, on a deeper level. So as you grow spiritually and raise your vibration and expand your awareness, doing your inner work, once again, you might enter into what's called mystery schools. So these are literally schools where you learn things. You don't necessarily learn things like math and get math tests like you do in physical schools on Earth, but it's more like tests on our inner world per se. It's tests on honesty, for example, tests on discipline, tests on integrity. You might not recall these dreams, but wake up with a feeling that you learned something. That could be a hint as to what's going on within you on your soul level that you're entering into these schools. Or you might even wake up, and if your vibration that you experienced in that dream matches the vibration when you wake up, then you could easily remember the dreams and say, oh, I learned this and this and this. It was very powerful, and so on. So a lot of learnings, tests, experiments, you can also engage in a lot of experiential learnings per se. And these are all very powerful tools that can guide us to our spiritual awakening path in our ascension journey. So I want to share a few tips in terms of how I've learned to remember my dreams and also connect to my dreams on a deeper level. The first thing that I recommend is your diet. What you put into your body, I've learned, really affects our mental functioning. And I've learned this over time of trying different type of diet and also fasting as well, the more we take in a lighter vibrational food, like higher vibrational food, like plant-based, or even juicing or drinking lots of water, it clarifies our not only our physical body but our mental body as well, and it allows us a clearer access to higher realms per se, and clearer access to our intuition as well. And this has really helped me to unfog my brain, unfog my mind, and stay more connected to my higher self and my inner core. It's amazing what food does. Is just like what we think affects our reality, what we eat affects our reality, because our reality is based on our sensory experiences, is based on our thoughts, our beliefs, right? So I really recommend some type of diet that can really reduce lower vibrational food so you can elevate your awareness and bring more clarity to your mental body. I also recommend keeping a dream journal. This is something that I've been doing for many years, probably since early teens. But what's really helpful about dream journal is that it allows us to access dreams that you might have forgotten. So you might journal about something one day, and many days later or months later, you might journal about a dream that you had that day. But if you keep a dream journal, as you write through the dream, it ingrains within your memory or within your being one layer deeper. And that way, if you have any recurring dreams, a lot of the times people don't even realize they have recurring dreams. They don't even realize that they've had this dream before. But if you keep a dream journal, you're able to access some of the patterns of dreams that you've been having. And this allows access to what's going on within you, like what's changing within your psyche, what's changing within your unconsciousness. And Carl Jung really talks about this, how dream journal access us to track changes, the subtle changes that's going on within our psyche that is not very easy to track if we don't journal, because oftentimes this information fly out of our head because we no longer recall them. And this is usually because of the vibrational difference between the dream realm and our physical realm, the astral plane and the physical plane. It's a similar idea of when you wake up, you have a dream, and then 5 minutes later, you forget what it was, but you knew that you had a dream, but there's no memory of it. So keeping a dream journal allows us to tap into that higher vibration of dreams a little bit longer, and it ingrains within our energetic field a little bit deeper per se. I strongly believe that physical reality is not the only reality that we live. What we do, what we think, our actions that we take in our dream reality also affects us. It can be as simple example as sometimes when we have a very sad dream, we wake up crying. If you have a very anger triggering dream, you might wake up and feel very angry. So we're still affected whether we are conscious or unconscious, because our unconscious and conscious is still a part of our being. And dreams, again, are so powerful because it gives us a direct access to our unconscious process. I hope this video was helpful for you in your own awakening journey. If you have any questions, let me know. If you have any experiences that you've had that you would like to share with our community here on my channel, please comment below. And I also want to get the discussion section in this channel going. There's a tab on my channel that says discussion, and somebody recently posted something on that section, and it kind of gave me an inspiration. It'd be really nice if we can all share our journey in one way or another, so we don't need to feel that alone in our ascension path, and that we can stay a little bit more connected and share our experiences overall. So thank you. And if you resonate with the material that I share, you can subscribe to this channel for more information like this, and I'll see you next time.